So, Bobby, lately we've been talking a lot about the power of consistency, but what do you think it is that stops people from staying consistent? What starts that cycle of stopping and starting over and stopping and starting over again?
Honestly, and I guess this is a bigger picture type of thought. I think we all fall victim to this. I don't really know how to word it. I guess I would call it the all or nothing mentality. Like, I feel like with working out, and this is common, you got 3 kids, you got a full-time job, you get an event that's sprung on you. Maybe it's a PTA meeting. Maybe it's an event at your kid's school. Maybe it's something else that you forgot about. Your final, your football, fantasy football draft. Dude, I am such a nerd. I keep getting Final Fantasy confused with fantasy football, but you have your fantasy football draft.
We need a Final Fantasy football draft.
I know, right? Like I always do that. People will be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm watching football because my Final Fantasies," and it's a whole. I digress. I am a nerd. Yes. You have your fantasy football draft. You have something else that came up, and you did have an hour that you had scheduled off to work out, and now you're only going to have 30 minutes. I feel like your average person will choose to not work out at all because they don't think that now 30 minutes can be effective. Like, if they can't do the whole thing, they are out and they are done. If they're traveling, 100 push-ups in the airport is not going to do it for them. If they can't get to the gym and do the ultimate program, they're not going to do it. And I think what happens is life isn't like that. There are days your workout might be 100 push-ups. There are days all you can muster is a 10-minute walk. There are days all you can muster is like your program's never going to go according to plan. And if you constantly wait for the perfect moment to work out, I think by the end of the year, you're only showing up 100 out of 365 days. And that's why you're not fit. And that's why you constantly have to start over.
You know, I see this with the people who are on Team Maximus on the Ladder app, because the idea is that you just log in, right? Like, you start the app, you log in, you do the workout for that day. But sometimes, you look at it and it says 39 minutes or 44 minutes or however long that workout is that day. And you're like, well, I only got 30. So you just don't do anything.
Yep.
It's like, I can't fit the full thing in, so I'll just skip it. And then we get the questions about, well, what should I do? Should I try to do 2 workouts tomorrow? Should I, try to do something else instead? But I think the default, I think you're absolutely right, is if you can't do 100%, you just don't do anything at all. And I've always said, and you know what I'm going to say, a little bit of something is always better than a whole lot of nothing. So if all you've got is time to do 10 push-ups, at least do the 10 push-ups, right?
Well, no, absolutely. But here's I'm going to put it another way. I'm pulling up my calculator now just so you guys know I'm not lying. Let's say all you did, Joe, was 100 squats a day. Like, you literally got out of your chair at the office. You did 10 squats on the hour every hour. That's all you did. You did that for a year because you really didn't have time to go to the gym. 100 times 365 is 36,500 squats. My question is, have you done that many squats in your life? And it's probably yes, but it's a high enough number. It causes me some doubt. Like, I know I've done this many squats, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of squats. And that's just doing 100 a day.
Yeah.
So now, if you weren't on the perfect workout program and you did 100 squats a day and 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, well, now
you ran a 10K, then all your hair would fall out and you'd become the one punch man.
You're the one punch man. But you are, like, at that level, jokes aside, you're now hitting 100,000 reps a year of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be horribly unfit. Now, is that the perfect program? No. Is it the ultimate program? No. But it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
We and we'll put a link to by the way, our app in the show notes. But we also do a workout on the app called 220.
Yeah.
And it's 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, you accumulate 200 reps of each. If all you had was 20 minutes to train, that's a damn good workout.
Yeah,
like, it's hard. Yep. It's hard to keep pace. And that's only 20 minutes. But again, if you don't have your perfect hour or hour and a half, or your machine's taken, or your bench is taken, you're just completely out. And we're talking on a micro level. This happens on a macro level too, where you start your program January 1st. You are on it. I'm going to work out 5 days a week. And then the third week of January comes and you can only get 2 days that week. And you decide to quit working out completely because your program's blown apart right now. And you're going to start up again on, call it, the first Monday of the month. I'm just going to restart February because this month's a waste. And then something happens and then you quit and you restart. So you see this over a longer time period as well. Or you want to go on a 6-week program, but in week 5 of that program, you're going on vacation. So I'm just going to start the program after I come back from vacation. When you could have totally done something for 4 weeks. Now that we're talking about this, you know where I see this more than ever? The holiday season in October, November, and December.
Yeah. I'll start after Thanksgiving, or I'll you know what? I'll wait until after Christmas. I'll wait until after New Year's.
Man, you're giving people a lot of credit. I think people hit October and they skip right to January.
Yeah.
Like there's no point working out in the holidays because I can't do anything. So
what you can do if you're not working out during the holidays, you can gain a bunch of weight and do a real nice backslide.
That's what people do though.
Yeah.
Because it's almost as if Halloween hits and then people are just checked out. Well, it's Thanksgiving in 3 weeks. Why would I start a program now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's Christmas is in a month. Why would I start a program now? And then it's New Year's, but New Year's doesn't fall on the optimal day. So I'm just going to wait till the first week of January. And it's always you're looking for this perfect experience or perfect, timing. And it's not like that. Even if you were a really high level professional athlete, you could have kids. Your kids could get sick. You could get sick. Your travel arrangements could get bumped. Like you can't wait for the ultimate time because you will never get started. Your point, you just got to do something.
Well, and think about this too. Let's just say, for example, that you've got this goal to lose 30 pounds. And so over the summer, while everyone else is vacationing, you got it dialed in and you lose 15 pounds over the summer. And you're like, man, I am one hard push away from hitting my goal.
Yep.
And now it's getting into October and you take this mentality. You say, you know what, I'm not going to try to do this right before the holidays because, the level of dedication it takes, how strict the diet has to be. I'll just wait till January. But come January, guess what? You gained 15 pounds. So now you're right back where you started. And you're looking down the barrel of how hard you had to train to lose that first 15 pounds just to get back to where you started. And that is really, really demotivating.
Yeah, you're not doing it again. It's actually, I think it's easier to maintain than fall off the bus and try to get back on. I think the effort to maintain is a lot easier. But on that note, Joe, there's a phrase that goes around, and I can't stand this because you just brought up the holidays. Like, I can't start in the holidays. You've heard this before. Thanksgiving made me fat. Christmas made me fat. Valentine's Day, I eat too many cinnamon hearts. It made me fat. And this plays into this mentality. So I got the phone. I got the calculator out. Let's add up the holidays. So we're going to start January 1st. Help me out here. So we have January 1st. What's the next really big holiday that people would cheat on their diet? Or like President's Day, people aren't going to generally cheat on.
I mean, maybe like Mardi Gras, maybe Easter. So, I mean, there's like months.
Okay. So let's go through. We got January 1st. So, maybe I'm including the 31st, but January 1st, usually people are watching football, eating bad food.
Yeah.
February 14th, Valentine's Day. Maybe you're going for a dinner. Maybe you're having dessert, something like that. Easter, you're definitely having treats on Easter. The opening long weekend of May, right? Like that's boating weekend for a lot of people.
Yeah, like spring break for most of the schools. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you actually 5 days for spring break. Okay. So we got Memorial Day. So we're at 10. We have July the 4th.
Yeah.
There's 11. And I'll probably give you a couple of days there because it's a July 4th weekend. So now we're up to 13. We'll call it 13 days. Another 3 days for the Labor Day weekend. We're at 16, right? I guess I didn't need a calculator for this. I'm using my fingers. Halloween. We'll say there's 5 days of Halloween because there's various parties you got to go to. Like your school has a Halloween party. Your
Well,
kids
and you
saw
got a bucket of candy sitting in the
you got a
kitchen.
bucket of candy.
Yeah.
Now you're at 18 days. I'll give you a week at Thanksgiving. I'll give you an entire week. So another 5 days. So now we're at 23 days. And I'll give you a week at Christmas. So 28 days. 365 minus 28. There's 337 days in the year left. So
Yeah.
my question is, how did the holidays make you fat? That's a fraction of the year. And I don't think even in a day, give me an estimate, Joe, how much damage could you really do in
I'm
one
trying
day?
to think, like, maybe like on the high end, Thanksgiving Day, right? Like you might eat twice your normal intake. So if you're on like a 2,000 calorie diet, you might eat 4. You might eat 4,500 if it's just all treats.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, is there a world where people, like normal people, are able to consume 10,000 calories?
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's an interesting thought because I mean, again, even if you just doubled those days, take
Yep.
those 28, we'll round up to 30, throw in your birthday and a friend's birthday, whatever. But like that would be the equivalent of like an additional 30 days of eating added in, right? So like again, even at that, you still have over 300 days
To like make up that,
to make it up.
establish so I don't buy that like the holidays ruined you, but that comes to that all or nothing mentality where here's the other thing we talk about Thanksgiving. When you say double your calories, we're now talking about you going hard the entire day.
Yeah.
Almost as if because it's a holiday, and I'm so glad this came up because this is perfect. Almost as if because it's that holiday, you're not just going to enjoy dinner. You're going to have the fattest, nastiest, unhealthiest. I'd say nastiest. It's probably quite delicious. But you're going to go, you decide because it's Thanksgiving and you're having a bit of a treat at dinner that you're going to go all in for breakfast, lunch, snacks, before bed. You're having extra drinks. Like you're really going after it when it doesn't have to be that way. Like there's a lot of Thanksgivings where I eat normal breakfast, I eat a normal lunch, and then I have a really good Thanksgiving dinner and just enjoy myself. But it doesn't mean because it's a holiday, I'm morally obliged to have a bad day from 7 a.m. till midnight.
Yeah. Well, and then even if you do, the next day, get up and do your thing.
Because it's Friday or it's Black Friday, you have to have another bad day. You know what this reminds me of? Cheat days. Because it's Sunday cheat day, you're not allowed to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a Sunday, it's your cheat day, and you really are just craving a salad or a yogurt or a steak for lunch, but you can't have that. You're like, nope, it's cheat day. I'm going to McDonald's and I'm going to have like a double quarter pounder of cheese and fries. Like, because it's that day, you're going off the rails completely. And this is what's killing people, that all or nothing mentality. So really, like, I guess what's the point of this podcast? Like, just do something every day?
Yeah, like I said, a little bit of something. I mean, I think back to when I was doing a lot of like heavy weightlifting, like on a powerlifting program where you're on the schedule and you don't want to miss your deadlift day or you don't want to miss your squat day because you've got these percentages that you're going after. And something comes up. You're in a car accident. You didn't get your training in that day. And that means next week, do you move your percentages up or don't you? Or now you skip that day. So is this program never going to work again? And the answer is just do what you can with what you've got. Because even if all you did for training was body weight stuff, like just all calisthenics all the time, you could still be very, very strong and very, very fit. It's not like the only way you're going to get strong is to perfectly follow a program. And like you said earlier, it's never going to be perfect anyway.
On that note, with body weight, there's a bunch of people out there who can't deadlift 135 pounds, who can't bench press. I was reading a stat the other day that 1% of people in the world can bench press 225 pounds. 1%. But then there's a whole bunch of other people that unless they have a world bench pressing champions program, they're not working out. And it's like, no, you actually just have to go do some things. Like you have to, body weight won't work for me. I need weights. What's your bench press? 145.
Yeah.
Okay, my 8-year-old can do that. Like, where's the, you know what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah.
You don't need like the Olympic weightlifting program. It's like the person who's never snatched before that needs the special bar, the special
Yep.
shoes. What's Louis Simmons? It's you,
Don't have $100 shoes and a 10-cent squat.
yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, what are we doing right now? Right? Like, unless you have all the things, you're not even going to try. But again, it's that all or nothing mentality. And I guess as a closeout to the podcast, by the way, subscribe, turn your notifications on, smash that like button. That's what the kids online say. The other thing, Joe, is you can take this to a really micro level where you sit down for dinner, just make a 10% better choice.
Yeah.
I'm only going to have half the fries.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to Culver's, when I go to McDonald's, when I go to Shake Shack, when I go to wherever, instead of a burger, a fry, and a shake, I'm just going to have the burger and fry that day. I don't really need the shake. Like, this doesn't even need to be healthy or not healthy, workout or not workout. You can just slightly try to improve each effort and you're going to be better.
Yeah.
Would literally be that simple, right? So there you have it. Stop it with the all or nothing mentality. Just think every time you go to do something, you go to sit down. Could I stand? You go to sit down for an hour. Could I go for a walk for my break? Could I have a little bit of a healthier meal? Like, if you did that across a year, even that would make a massive difference. So again, subscribe, notifications, smash that like button, and honestly, just start putting in some effort. I promise you it will work.